Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. The coronavirus pandemic has closed schools, shopping malls, canceled huge events, and forced businesses to lay off workers and implement emergency remote work strategies. Grocery stores, however, are working overtime to keep store shelves stocked. Now, the pandemic has forced U.S. automakers also to take emergency action. That's having a big impact here in Indiana. In Lafayette, Subaru of Indiana Automotive suspending production next week, and all associates will receive full pay during that one-week shutdown. General Motors, which has major facilities in Fort Wayne, Bedford, and Marion, smaller operation in Kokomo, shutting down production through March 30. Likewise, American Honda Motor Company shuttering U.S. production between March 23 and March 30, including its big assembly plant in Greensburg. Honda says the week-long shutdown will reduce production by about 40,000 vehicles. Governor Eric Holcomb has ordered all bars, nightclubs, and restaurants to close to in-person patrons. They may provide takeout and delivery services through the end of the month. Also, Simon Property Group, based here in Indianapolis, closing all of its 200-plus malls and retail properties nationwide until March 29. A lot to talk about. Well, the U.S. government is looking to the private sector for answers to the pandemic. No better example than right here in Indiana. After receiving emergency use authorization from the FDA, Roche Diagnostics in Indianapolis began shipping the first of hundreds of thousands of COVID-19 test kits. I'm pleased to welcome Roche Diagnostics Senior Vice President Randy Pritchard with more on a story that really did grab global headlines. Randy, welcome to the program.
Gary, thanks for having me.
We're a little bit further away than we are typically to keep our social distancing here, but we appreciate you coming in. Amazing story on how this came together so quickly in terms of the test kits, and Roche Diagnostics here in Indianapolis serving as the distribution hub, if you will. Talk about the normal process for these test kits are developed through and what you did in this case here.
Well, in most situations, our standard process from identification of a virus that we'd like to have a test for up to submission and then approval by FDA can be anywhere from an 18 to a 24-month process. In this situation, thanks to incredibly tight alignment with our research and development team, Food and Drug Administration, and many other officials, we were actually able to do that in 6 weeks, from the identification of the sequence of this virus to having emergency use clearance for this test.
Wow, amazing. And so many pieces and parts of the company came together to do this, from R&D, distribution here. I mean, this really was a national effort, right?
Really a national and international effort, right? Our scientists in California is our international center of excellence for PCR testing, and we're able to develop this kit and pull that together. Manufacturing on the East Coast. The instruments that actually run the test are designed and developed in Switzerland. The disposables from other locations. So really an incredible effort to bring this together in 6 weeks to have a product here ready to ship from the warehouse.
And this is a lot of product too, 400,000 per week now going forward,
yes.
Right?
So last Friday we started shipping our first kits, had those out early this week. We actually have just now have the second batch of 400,000. Those are shipping out today. So on a weekly basis, we'll be delivering about 400,000 tests to lab across the United States.
Yeah, this is a piece of the business, but also I would assume that for Roche Diagnostics and the workers there maybe is a bit of pride in being able to put something like this together in such a quick timeline.
It's tremendous, right? I mean, that's what we do, and it's what we're very proud of. It's every day our job has an impact on patients, the healthcare providers who serve them. And so to be able to do something like this, we all see what's going on, here in the United States and across the globe.
Right.
And to be able to bring a solution forward like this, it's certainly a tremendous amount of pride, but also we know there's still a lot of work to do.
And I think it underscores, too, the substantial footprint that Roche Diagnostics has here in Indianapolis, your U.S. headquarters for diagnostics here, 3,000 employees.
Absolutely. No, this is our commercial hub for North America, and 3,000 people dedicated every day to helping patients, doing now what patients need next is what we talk about.
And at the same time, you, like other companies, are dealing and wanting to provide the best environment for your employees during the pandemic, and that's no small task.
No, certainly not. We've obviously been following this since the very beginning, and as appropriate have implemented different levels of our pandemic plan. We are, of course, now at our red level. So we are at a point now on the campus where it's essential personnel only. Campus is locked, other than those people that are there, right? Obviously, our folks in manufacturing to keep our products coming out, distribution, so we keep shipping them, and the bare bones infrastructure that they need to be able to keep delivering.
Well, a major effort by Roche Diagnostics here in Indianapolis as a part of this attack on the pandemic. Randy Pritchard, Senior Vice President at Roche, thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Gary, thanks for having me.
All right.